Hey guys, my name is Rob Noire. Welcome back to the channel. Dave for Atari 2600 month. So here we're playing what is supposed to be one of the best Atari 2600 games ever. And no, I'm not talking about E.T., the extraterrestrial. I'm talking about H.E.R.O, the Atari 2600. This game has a lot of hype. It didn't just come out on the Atari, but this is supposed to be one of the best versions. I'm going to give it a go because I'm really curious. Also, probably the most expensive Atari 2600 game I own. The cartridges usually go for about $50. So, how do I actually play?
$50?
$5 for Atari 2600 cartridges are usually $5.
For the really old stuff that's common.
Like 90% of Atari stuff, yeah. I need to be able to play though.
Press reset. There you go. There's sound. That's your jet. You have to go up and over.
Oh! I think I just killed myself. I don't know how to go up though.
Push up.
Oh, this is not a good joystick for this. I should have used an original. Oh, I can't go through that, so I gotta plant a bomb, but I gotta get out of there when I plant a bomb. Okay.
Points.
I mean, it's Atari. It's always about points. Oh, get out of there. I don't know how to plant a bomb and get out of there.
Maybe take an original.
Try an original.
See if you can just quickly unplug it.
See if it won't mess up. Because we're playing this on the Retron 77. Which, again, with fan software, actually much better.
Okay.
You didn't do much better.
No. Reset.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you probably...
Oh, there's probably modes, though, eh?
Yeah, there is modes.
I guess one?
Let's see.
If you press down, you plant a bomb. But then how do you get out of there?
By the way, it's not going up.
I had the same problem with this one. Oh, you got out of the way there.
Yeah.
Wow, you just got to be super fast, I guess. But yeah, so this game has gotten a lot of hype over the years.
Okay, I think I figured it out.
There's one very big retro gaming YouTube channel that pushes this game non-stop. I'm talking about Metaljesus. And, but apparently it's just a really good game, and I'm curious to see, because for like the Atari, man, this is pretty advanced. Usually they're just kind of like a one-screen kind of thing. And I like his running animation there. The legs, that actually looks pretty cool. Oh,
that's not good.
You got this. Come on, I believe in you, Dave. You are the Atari 2600 master.
Not really.
You can't. I guess you can't blow through that screen.
No, you died. You gotta make sure you pick the right way.
You want me to have another
I'm gonna let you have a go at it, because then I can go through those stories that I never.
So he wanted to tell some stories here.
Like when I was younger.
Oh God, why? Why did you do that?
When you pull down, you're dropping the bomb.
I was trying to fly.
Yeah, I don't know how you fly unless you have it on the wrong difficulty. That's how that works.
But I was able to fly.
Check the difficulty on this. Is it A still, or?
That's 2.
No, the difficulty A or B for the controller.
Oh shit, that's a different thing. Left difficulty A, difficulty B. All right, let's try A.
If you do A, you'll be able to, I think, go up. Because if I'm not mistaken, it either cuts out. Okay, go there, drop down, run. There you go. That's it.
Whoa, this is different.
Probably a different level.
Did that kill me?
Probably.
Maybe you can't fly. Maybe you're just running around. That killed me.
Yeah. Okay, it's invisible.
Because we're on a hard difficulty or something.
Yeah, because you can't see the level.
Because I was on level 2. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's not do that.
So go level 1, see what happens. I'm not sure how to get the... Unless you have to...
Maybe you get a jetpack or something?
Could be.
All right, but yeah, you wanted to tell some stories here, so
Yeah, so I may as well go with that, right?
yeah. Well, I try and do my best here.
Yeah. So, like, when I originally started playing... How did that work?
Not like that, apparently.
Unless your controller, the up is not in that.
Oh! Well, I'll try with the other one, but... Because the other one's, like, brand new. The other one is, like, fine.
Yeah.
So you were telling some... Oh, yeah, it was anime burlesque shows that you go to on a regular basis.
I don't want to go into that right now.
No?
I want to continue the first story I was supposed to finish. Never did. When I first got into video games.
Oh!
Yeah.
I figured it out.
Oh, that's good. Basically, when I first...
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Basically, when I first got into video games, like, as I said, it was a hand-me-down machine from cousins in Toronto.
Okay.
So, I ended up getting the 2600 Atari. Mm-hmm. At the time, it had games with it and everything else. I think E.T. was one of them. That I ended up getting for some odd reason.
Good selection there.
Yeah.
Oh, so Levels is... Yeah, okay, I got it.
So I had Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man. There was a game called Demons and Diamonds.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Oddball one. So I had that. What else now?
Oh!
Don't stand in your bum.
I was trying not to.
That didn't come out right either. Don't stand in your bum.
Don't stand in your bum. I agree.
Kind of hard to shove your foot up your you-know-where.
Well, have you ever seen that 70s show? He always tells them to.
Huh?
Yeah. Get your foot out of your ass.
Well,
But,
kind of hard to shove it in the first place.
But yeah, so you got the Atari 2600 from in
the
Toronto.
cousins. So that was in like 1990. So I mean, this is about
What is that?
13 years after the machine came out, and that was probably about maybe 8 at the time.
Well, the Atari 2600 was in 77.
77?
Oh, yeah, 90.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So it's about 90, 91.
Damn, man, the
playing
90s
it.
feel so much further back than the 70s.
Well,
I mean, the 70s feels so, like more than 13 years from the
but
90s. Yeah.
For me,
Not for you?
It's not a big difference because I was born 83.
Okay.
So like I'm right within that age group that I'm very close to the 70s period,
Okay.
but I'm not as far down as the 90s.
Yeah.
Because if you were born in like the late 90s, you're used to all the stuff in the 2000s.
Well, I was born early 90s, and I'm used to the
Like
stuff in the
93.
2000s. 92.
92. So, I mean, you would have grown up with the Nintendo, but at that time was already getting dated, and the Super Nintendo was starting to come out.
It was, yeah, the Super Nintendo came out in 92, I do believe.
Yeah.
We had an original Nintendo. I was too young to play it. The first console I ever really played was the N64.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we
Wow.
had an original Nintendo, but like I remember seeing like my dad play Zelda and my mom play Mario, but I don't think I ever played them myself.
Oh, okay.
Back then, anyways. I mean, now I've played at least both for about an hour.
So for me, my experience with video games, I had to figure out how to connect it to the TV
Yeah.
in 1990. I was only 8.
No tutorials, eh?
Nothing.
Oh, did you have to use the RF box?
What I had to play on was, and I remember it to this day, because I think my parents got rid of the television it was on, was a black and white Electra Home television that would have been from, I guess, the late 60s, early 70s,
Okay.
because it had that ugly cream-colored outside, porcelain cream-colored outside.
I know the exact kind of TV you're
White.
talking about.
And that was a typical late 60s, early 70s color scheme on the televisions. Black and white TVs were available in the 70s still.
Well, there is a black and white mode for this, although I don't know how to activate it with the custom firmware.
That's why I like the original machine. You had a switch.
Well, this one does, but now it does something completely different because of the custom firmware.
Right.
They mapped it to a different functionality. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, so you had to figure out how to hook that up. I know the RF boxes are brutal, regardless of whether you're a kid or an adult.
Well, no, like the box that I had was literally 2 cables and it said TV antenna.
Okay.
So it was 2 wires, 2 screws. You connect it to the TV.
Oh yeah, you had to do it with the screws, eh?
Yeah, well, the black and white TV, they didn't have the coax cable connectors in the old TV.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Even the TV that I have at home, it was a I think it's 1979 is the date on it. Sears solid state television.
Okay.
I have 2 of them, funny enough. One of them works badly. The other one doesn't work so great.
Okay.
They're identical. One didn't get painted flat back by some schmuck,
Okay.
and the other one did. Now, the one that works is the one that was painted flat black.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. But they're nice old TVs. I mean, it's not like you have a nice, funny remote. You actually got to go over and clink.
Oh yeah, the dials.
Oh yeah.
If you can send me a picture of it before this goes up, I'll put up a picture of the exact TV you're talking about.
Well, the Sears solid state one that I have, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I even have at home, at my parents' place, actually, an Eaton's Viking.
Okay.
Now, for anybody that's
I've never
watching
even heard
this
of
that
that.
knows about the Eaton's department store,
Well, you know, it could be because we're playing Atari games, which means probably some older folks will be watching.
Sears and Eaton's were major stores.
Yes.
I know in Canada there was another hardware store when I was young, and that closed, and I found stuff that was actually marked with price tags that I found maybe about 10 years ago at garage sales and whatnot.
Okay.
Pascal, which used to be a very old hardware
I've
store.
never heard of it.
Yeah. They closed down around the same time as Steinberg.
Never heard of that either.
That was an old grocery store chain.
Sounds like a law firm. If you've been
Steinberg?
affected at the workplace, call Steinberg and Steinberg.
Not quite. No, but Steinberg's...
I died.
Aw. Why don't you restart?
But I'm going to set it to level 5.
So when I first started playing, I was playing on a black and white TV at
Yeah.
the time.
So these red things kill me, but how do I get through then?
Don't hit them.
I can't get through the floor, though.
Maybe you have to fly up and go around.
Flying is a
Overrated.
losing proposition.
Go down.
Oh!
You're hitting lava. That's
Oh, you think that's lava?
that's square shaped.
You think that's lava?
Well, what do you think it is?
Glowing red death, which I guess is lava. God,
Or
suck my...
spiky things that come out and attack you.
But you know what? I gotta say, one of the most fun Atari 2600 games I think I've played.
See, the hype is good.
At least single player. Like this is like a game, man.
Yeah, and you're dead.
I'm dead. Say, you're saying something?
Yeah.
The hardware store?
Well, aside from the hardware store, like these were chains that were out at the time. I mean, Radio Shack still existed, and that's Circuit City now.
Yeah, Radio Shack isn't.
Source.
Radio Shack isn't really a thing anymore, is it?
Well, no, the Radio Shack's gone. I think in the U.S. there's still some stores that are under that banner.
Oh, is it like a Blockbuster?
No, Blockbuster is gone.
Well, except for
the
one.
It's the only one left on the planet. But aside from that, what I'm talking about is because Radio Shack, it does exist here in Quebec. They're the Source,
Yeah.
which is still around, funny enough, but it's owned by Circuit City, which
Okay.
I don't even know if they're still around. So
Oh, that's such a dick move.
do not jump on the Red Death. You will die.
But you don't know the red death is coming.
That's why you have to stop when you fly.
You show me how, please.
Come down and hover.
You can't really hover. Oh, that took like so much of my willpower to manage. Oh,
No landing on chandeliers either.
you think that's a chandelier?
That's a spider.
Like that's clearly a bat. Really? Go and fuck yourself,
There
game.
you go. That's the way to do it.
Like really, it's 4-bit and I hit it by 1 pixel.
And it looked like you hit it with a squeegee.
Okay.
Anyway, getting back to the video game systems. So I think I played the Atari on the black and white TV for a good 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And then I would play it periodically, not all the time, because I'd be sitting in my parents' room playing freaking Atari in their bedroom at the time. The only time I got my own television is when I bought it at a second-hand shop, and that was the Sears solid state one with the dial type
Come on,
channel,
Fly. Yes. Yeah.
channel changer.
Oh my god.
So basically, once I got my own TV, I started mucking around with like trying to get VCRs to work and stuff like that. Somebody had given me one, and I ended up doing a repair on it with a pen cap.
With a pen cap?
Yeah, because it's the cartridge system for old VCRs. They used to have plastic pins, so the first one I had was an RCA.
Okay.
Somebody gave it to me because the thing wasn't working right. It was the tray that tape goes in. One of the pins was broken.
Oh, okay.
It's a little piece of metal rod on the end of a pen turned into a replacement pin.
Okay.
And a bit of model glue at the time. So I actually just made my own parts whatever I could. So it really depends on your imagination and how you do it.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever works the best.
Well, I mean, most problems you can find a way to solve them.
Oh yeah.
If you just think a little outside the box.
That's it. That's how you have to look at it. You're doing pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I put it on a lower difficulty. I exited out of World 5. I was like, this is making me angry.
Yeah.
But you know what? I gotta say, fun game.
Yeah, difficult, but fun.
Difficult,
at least
but
better
fun.
than E.T.
Well, we'll find out, won't we?
Don't want to go into E.T.
Come on.
No
It might be
way.
one of the only games I have that works.
Not the way you play.
Oh, it's so imprecise, man. Atari is... They do not have the precision.
Again, 77.
And it's this one I gotta go down. And they make you sacrifice lives sometimes.
But you could have gone down the other one and blown up the wall.
I don't think... Like that?
Not yourself. But no, it's like when I first got into it, like that's what I was mucking around with. And when I got my own TV, I think I paid, what was it now? It was like $15 for an old color TV.
I'd be down with a $15 TV. How'd it go
No.
wrong?
Well, I got it at a second-hand shop. The thing, it was somebody had painted it themselves, I guess, to get rid of the white color, flat black
They didn't like white ceramic?
on a TV.
That's the color. Like, I don't mean it's
So
actually
it's a
ceramic.
porcelain color.
Porcelain, okay, yeah, that's what I meant.
So basically, it looked like a square toilet.
Oh, that's always good.
Essentially. No, but it's really good TV, like solid. Even though it was old, one of the funny quirks with it is whenever I was running DVDs and had a VCR connected, because it was a trick I was doing because when I was renting DVDs from the anime shop downtown, what I was doing is I was making my own video recordings.
Ah, you're illegally pirated.
I would buy the DVDs eventually.
Okay.
Because on VHS, it's a pain in the ass
Yeah.
to get through a lot of the episode if you want. You have to fast forward and okay, I gotta wait for this to finish.
Oh, if you want to skip the intro, 'cause
Yeah,
you've seen it
yeah.
50 million times.
Yeah, that's it. So that TV, what I noticed is lines would show up on the very top of the screen, and if it was a DVD that had the pirate protection on it,
It was from that?
no, you'd actually see the lines going on and off on the screen,
Okay.
so I could tell what DVDs I could actually record on VHS.
Oh, okay.
Without having the problems with the
Okay.
without having the problems with the anti-piracy software in it. So I was able to record some of the stuff on VHS crystal clear. I put it on the I can't remember what the fast setting was. I think it was LP
Okay.
or no, it must have been EP or SP. Anyway, it's the high the fastest speed you could record on for VHS.
Okay.
So I'd have all my stuff done. Most of the DVDs at the time, they were only about like 2 hours max for all the episodes. It'd be 4 or 5 episodes max.
Yeah.
So when Zellers was still around, and this is another old chain that's no longer around.
Zellers I knew. Yeah, when did they shut down?
When
They were
when Target started coming in.
And then
That's
Target
about-
shut down in Canada. Oh my god.
Now, Target, they only closed about maybe 3 years ago. Maybe 4, actually. So Target only
3.
came... No, 4. 4, because Target, they closed before I got my house. And I've had my house 3 years.
Actually, that's true. No, because I remember going to Target with the guys from work.
Yeah.
I've been working there for about 6 years. So
so that fits the time frame. So...
Oh, stop with this!
One of the things I bought from Target... Don't hit the joystick sideways. Just go down, go down.
I couldn't because I would hit the wall. Hero. Yes, continue.
So anyway, when I was going to Zeller's, they had what they called their Truly brand. It was the in-store Zeller's brand. So they had so a lot of my VHS, which I still have, it's a cedar chest.
Okay.
Full of them. It's all Truly brand tapes.
Okay.
So some of the tapes they had, because you had the, it was the T, I think it's 160, which is a T160, 2 hours 60. Sorry, I think it's it's 160 T160s.
Okay.
That's a 2 hour VHS tape.
Okay. So that's not the norm?
That's the normal. That's like the standard recordable VHS that you could buy at the time. So one of the other things that they had as available was a tape that was a slightly bit longer. Because the 2 hour tapes on the slow mode, you could get 8 hours.
Okay.
There was another tape you get, which was, I think it was a T160 or T180.
Okay.
So it'd give you that much more time. So instead of you having 2 hours on the high speed of recording, you'd have, let's say, 2 hours and a half.
Okay.
Oh, that's different, man.
I was doing really well, too. Oh,
lava.
that's really tough. That's really tough.
That is lava.
I'll give it one more go.
Anyway, so what that funny TV that I had, it was neat because I could tell which ones were anti-pirate software. DVDs that would have it were Funimation DVDs.
Okay.
And Genon DVDs. And some of them I didn't have that problem for Genon.
Okay.
So I was actually able to record directly from DVD to VHS because they didn't have some DVDs, not all of them. Most of the DVDs I was able to record from were DVDs that were done by Central Park Media, which they're now officially bankrupt.
Oh, that's too bad.
As of 2011. ADV Films.
Okay.
Their DVDs. Anime Works. What's the other one now? It's Anime Works. There's a couple of ones that I was able to record. What was the other one? I'm trying to remember the name. Because there was Anime Works and there was another weird one. It's like there's Media Blasters. That's Anime Works.
Okay.
Central Park Media was U.S. Manga Corps, Software Sculptures, and there was a third one that I can't remember.
Okay.
Off the top of my head. But you could record quite a number of them.
Why didn't you fly, Hero?
Ooh.
This is incredibly tough. Because
Yeah.
I have to push down to touch down. I push down, I drop a bomb.
Yeah.
All right, one more time.
Yeah. So you're getting into this freaking game, eh?
No, but I've played it enough that I'm actually getting okay at it.
Yeah.
Like I said, this is probably one of the best Atari 2600 games I've ever played in my life.
Most difficult and fun, I guess.
It's because most Atari 2600 games I played are like a one-trick pony. Like it's one thing, which is fine. But this has got like multiple levels to it. You know what I mean?
And mind you, the date on this was what, 80?
I don't remember, but it was a later game for sure.
Yeah, much later, because for the way it's been programmed, that makes sense. Computer technology was getting better and better in the 80s. Ironic enough, I'll have to bring it here. A piece of technology that would have been found around the late 70s.
Your Texas thing?
Well, aside from the Texas Instruments, that would have been more of a like late 70s, early 80s product.
Okay.
Around the same era as the Atari. But around the same time, one of the first portable computers you could get.
Oh yeah, you're telling me about the giant laptop?
Radio Shack Tandy, not even a laptop. A laptop is actually small. This was actually, they consider this a portable computer, and it's about the size of a standard computer tower today.
Okay.
It had its own screen, no hard drive. The 5-inch floppy drives, which if anybody knows what those are, you can figure it out yourself. But like a lot of weird historical stuff. I've got a lot of like eclectic stuff at home. I'm trying to set up the house so I can have some sort of display for some of this weird stuff.
Oh, like I said, once you get it all set up there, I'm sure the guys would like to see a tour.
Oh, for sure. Actually, one of the plans I'm doing is I'm setting up sort of like a theater room.
Oh, yeah, cool.
That's going to have automatic curtains that close the room.
Oh.
Yeah, and we were talking in an earlier video about, playing with Lego, so I've done mechanics and everything else. I've taken those courses. What it's allowed me to do is
play with Legos.
Literally figure out ways to make stuff work out of stuff you wouldn't normally use to make like automatic curtains that pull in like a theater.
Okay.
You see a theater with the screen, and you see the curtains they pull to close off the sides so you don't see the black in the background. Well, I'm doing the same thing with an old set of Venetian blinds that were pitched out.
Okay. Damn,
the Venetian ones that stand up.
Oh, believe me, I know what you're talking about. I'm just also super concentrated right now.
I understand. I can understand. You're
This is like my gamer pride on the line here. Not really, but this is
yeah.
This is pretty fun, though. I gotta say.
Yeah. So, like, one of the ideas is to take old Venetian blinds. You get fabric. You take the Venetian blind part off. You make your own brackets.
Okay.
And you connect the blinds to it, so you can actually have a full curtain. You automate it with electric motors.
Oh, okay.
So it'll pull it out, and it'll actually turn the pins, so you can get more waves, or you can put it flat.
Okay.
And because of all the mechanisms in there, you just attach. You just attach small DC motors to do all this with limit switches. It's a little bit of a techno geek thing.
Okay.
But like this is the stuff that I do. So anyway, getting back to the story, like the video game systems. My first one that I ended up getting, aside from the Master System, because that was another hand-me-down from somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
So the Atari was the first one. Then Master System was one of the games I played on the color TV because I finally had that.
Yeah. This has got to be my last run.
Oh yeah, because it's probably killing you right now.
Oh, I'm making like a screen of progress for every 10 minutes of work.
Yeah. Can't help too much that I'm distracting you at the same freaking time. Eh?
Oh, I'm used to it. I've played video games while doing commentary enough that
this has got to be frustrating as hell.
It's so imprecise. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes he moves like an inch, sometimes he moves a mile with the same amount of force pressed.
Mm-hmm.
And it is an emulator, so I feel like there is a bit of lag that's kind of throwing me a little.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. But yeah, finish up your story there.
Yeah, so I mean, like, that's what I do, like, all eclectic technology. I did my own sound system at home. Really,
yeah, keep going.
You have to mosaic that out if you want to keep the video without getting...
Oh, I can't monetize this stuff anyway, so
really?
YouTube can suck my cock. Definitely not monetizing it now.
Oh, for sure, for sure. But, really? I don't even... What kind of language is that?
Rage.
Rage, really?
The language of rage.
Sounds like some foreign language out in the bush.
See what I mean?
Yeah. Could be just your controllers, too.
I don't think it's the control. I really do think it's the game. It was just, this was what games were in the 70s.
Or it could be the emulator that's causing you those problems.
It's causing a bit of lag, for
Atari,
sure.
The actual machine is fairly accurate for movement within
but
the technology.
You don't really have too many like side-scrolling where you also have to jump and do bombs and stuff. Like, there's a lot going on in this.
I'm pretty sure if you had the original Atari,
I would do better, absolutely.
You probably have an easier time controlling it.
I would.
I think the emulator's causing you the problems more than anything.
Well, it is absolutely the lag. Like, even you know, like, I don't know. I'm sure it's been measured. I'm sure it's something like 3 frames of lag or 6 frames of lag.
Yeah.
But it's like, when it's reaction time based, every little thing counts. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Oh!
You gonna get through this one, you think?
No, I do not. I have zero faith. This is an incredibly tough level.
Just wait for him to go.
Yeah, but see, when I'm down low enough, I'm pressing up, and it's not like... It doesn't realize I'm pressing up at that time.
Oh.
I've made it this far already.
Yeah, ooh.
Made it. I've never made it this far.
Huzzah!
I think that we're calling that a win. If you want to, finish your story there. But I'm done with
take
this.
A little break
I'm done with this game.
Because you're gonna just go nuts if you keep going, eh?
It was fun though, actually. I will say.
No, but I mean, for like when I was younger, I would use a lot of eclectic technology, so to speak. So. For me, like, I would get an old amplifier or something like that, like a $10 amplifier from a secondhand shop or something like that. I put all sorts of equipment together.
Okay.
So I had a real mix of equipment. I have, because I have a lot of old stuff. I've got an amplifier. I would have, I ended up getting a CD player at one point to connect to it, a tape deck to connect to it.
Okay.
8-track player to connect to it.
Okay.
So
record player to connect to.
Actually, yes.
I had a feeling.
But I ended up getting a neat one. It's a Pioneer one that I got.
Okay.
It's sort of like a yellowish cream colored, sort of like an eggshell color.
Okay.
Cultured marble top.
Okay.
So the top of it is actually molded in that shape.
Cool.
Solid. And it's made by Pioneer. Really nice looking one. I've got to do a rebuild because water got to it. So the bottom was made of the same junk you get from most IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
So particle
board
junk.
And
So I've got to make a brand new base for it out of solid wood. So
Okay.
I'll do that again, which will be much better. It'll have better serviceability.
As you can see, there's a lot of building on his plate here. That's kind of piling
I'm still
up.
trying to build a shed after 3 years.
Exactly.
I got the cement done.
You got your truck working again after like a 2-year break?
2-year break.
Didn't you not have it for like 6 months to a year?
No, about 6 months.
Okay.
Winter.
Yes. Best time to not have a truck or a vehicle.
Best time to try and fix your transmission, especially in the driveway on ramps with no lift. It's a pain in the ass.
But yeah, if you have anything else to add, sure. But I think we're pretty much done here.
Yeah, for the video, yeah.
Yeah. So that was H.E.R.O, guys. If you can find it cheap, I'd recommend it. It's one of the more expensive games. It's one of the more interesting and fun, in-depth kind of games.
I think it's one of the last good games that they probably made for the Atari before everything just went downhill.
Yeah, before it crashed and they sold everything off. But yeah, guys, thanks a lot for watching. We hope you enjoyed. As always, we'll see you in the next one.